Hello, Storm here, and guess what? It's done. So this is the finished product of that base I was working on and gathering all the materials for earlier. And I think I really like this base. I designed it myself in a creative testing world a while ago. And so this isn't actually its final form. The copper roof is supposed to be green, so I'm waiting for it to oxidize to all the way to the last stage, and it'll really look gorgeous then. Honestly, it ties it all together. But this is what it's looking like now. I picked up some amethyst blocks from a shop at Spawn to get that window in, and I really, really like it. It's made with a lot of different blackstone variations, and then purple and that copper, which will be green. So black, purple, and green is the palette. And the orange doesn't look too bad, but it's definitely not how I imagined it to look, so it'll be a lot better when the copper is oxidized. I'm a real big fan of this facade here that I designed with this kind of front. There's a lot of details and intricacies in there, and it was hard to figure out, but I think it looks really good. And now there is a problem with the inside. I don't know if you've noticed it, but yeah, the windows don't really go anywhere. And that's because we are within a mountain at the moment. I did have to dig out a lot of this to make space for most of this base. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to either put black behind there so they're just for decoration, or I might clear out the bits of the mountain where you actually can see outside, or I could do something else, like make a fish tank behind it, maybe for some axolotls. Let me know. Now, an idea that a friend gave me that I think was a very good idea is that I put a nether portal in one of these windows. It's already got the black and purple theme, so I think that'd be really good. Now, the two options for doing it, one nether portal here and one nether portal here, or just one big one in the back, and I think I'm going to go for one big one in the back so we don't have problems with them syncing up. So I'm going to go grab some obsidian, and then we're going to build up a nether portal right here. Ooh, diamonds! Okay, there's a lot of lava around here. Yeah, I knew it. Danger diamonds. That's what I thought. Alright, I'm back with the obsidian. I got 30, which is definitely enough. I just wanted to make sure I had fully enough. And I'm going to take this out and replace it all with obsidian. I actually haven't been to the nether yet in this world, so not only am I going to get an achievement when I get there, I'm also going to see if anybody else's nether portals are around there. I think a lot of people have set up portals so far, from what I've heard, but, you know. Oh, almost got both of them. There we go. I do love the sound that these bricks make when they break. It's a very nice sound. And last one. Okay. Look at that, a perfect nether portal. Yeah, okay, let's do these. I'm also going to replace this black wall with the brick that we just got because, you know, it's not necessary since the portal will be in front of it, but I think it looks cleaner and, you know, it really makes sure that everything looks professional and nice. I don't like much stone being left there. And for the last touch, just a couple of stairs leading up to it, maybe a few lanterns right there. I like my lanterns. Perfect. Okay, now all that's left is to light it. Without further ado, into the nether I go. Okay, before I go in, I do want to see how that looks with everything. Okay, it's definitely a darker black and purple than the deep slate and the glass paints, but I think it still fits in pretty well. It's definitely a centerpiece. You walk in and you see it. So yeah, I like it. Let's go in the nether. Let's see where we are. Bye, house. Oh, that's right, I make an advancement. Oh, no. Woo! Ooh, I don't like this place. I don't like that spawn at all. Oh, there are quite a few nether portals around here. Okay, that's good. I don't like those gas sounds. Nope, being shot at already. Ah! Oh, don't you dare. Yeah, I've had my fair share of you guys. Okay, so, terrible, terrible spawn, actually. What? That's very precarious. But there are some bridges over there. I'll have to go over and look later. I'm not going to be doing a lot of stuff in the nether in this world, mostly because I don't have to. I think the dragon's already been killed. Like, there's no reason for me to really be in here. Unless I do a potion shop later on, which, you know, I love my potion shop, so that may be a thing. Is that the fortress? I can't... Oh, no. Oh, gassed. Please don't break my portal. I can't go 2 seconds in the nether without one... Where did it go? What? Okay, well, I'm gonna go back. It was nice seeing you, Nether. I don't quite like you. But the portal does work. And back home again. Yeah, I think that's going to be mainly for decoration, but you know, maybe it'll have a practical purpose someday. Good news on the armor and enchantments front. I actually managed to get a second cow, because I only had one earlier, and it was very far away, but I borrowed it from my neighbor. So now we have our cow farm starting up, so we can hopefully get leather and make those bookshelves for an enchanting setup. Look at those children. You will be used for your leather. And I'm sure I'll need wool, because I always do when I don't expect it, so we'll keep feeding the sheep. We got Void, Hole, and Untitled over here, just living their best lives. I moved them over here because, you know, I was doing a lot of work moving entities and stuff so I could get the chests out of the way of here. Which actually brings us to the next part of the agenda, moving all of this junk into here. I do have, like, at least a full chest full of very disorganized things. And then I have some leftover stuff over there. Yep. And then that chest we'll get to later. So I'm gonna make a bunch of chests and fill up these walls here. I think I'm gonna use these 2 slots here in the build and just kind of fill them up with chests on both sides so that I can have a lot of room for extra storage when I need it. And I can sort things out more and not have a bunch of stuff grouped together that doesn't really make sense together. Chest, 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 chest. Placing chests is very satisfying. They have a very good sound. Oh, wrong spot. There we go, and that can still open even though the lantern is there. Life hack. Chest, 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 chest. I did it again. Chest, 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 chest. If I do the top 2 first, that's better. Chest, 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 chest. Chest, 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 chest. Chest does not sound like a word anymore. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty clean, like set back in there like that. That is really good. So I'll have to move some of my stuff in here next, and I'll have to figure out where to put my, like, furnace setup, crafting table, everything else. Going with the whole theme of putting things into the little insets I made, I may actually just put a row of furnaces here and on the same spot on the other side. Furnace. Oh. Furnace. 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 Did I put? Yes, I did. Haha, I'm a professional. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That doesn't look bad. Okay, so I got most of this stuff cleared out and sorted, and that was painful enough to make me very glad that I did it this early in the season instead of waiting. And you know, I don't have any, like, item frames to label stuff yet, but I probably will get that because I do have a good organization system, but it's kind of confusing sometimes. Here I have cobblestone on the... This is, like, all my mining stuff. Over here I have wood stuff. Here I have food, which I don't have much of yet. I'll fill that up, I swear. This is, like, hostile mob drops. This is miscellaneous. There's going to be a lot of those. This is general building materials. Over here I have non-cobblestone stones. We have some, like, more natural building blocks. This is empty. This is empty. This is, like, passive mob drops and stuff like that. Ignore this. This is, like, some naturals. You know the drill. That actually needs to go in the food chest. See, I told you I'd fill up the food chest. Look at that. Nice and full. Now, over here in this shulker box, I have a bunch of this stuff, and this isn't all of it, but this is a lot of stuff that I want to have in my base, just as, like, workstations, and I do really need to find a spot for that. I'm thinking about maybe putting them in the floor, just to kind of keep things flush, but I'm not completely sold on that idea yet, so I gotta think of somewhere to put these. Now, the middle of the room does still seem really empty, so I do have to think of something to put there, and as I have 2 axolotls, I might just carve out a big bit of the floor and make an axolotl tank, or maybe even make one that kind of fills up the center of the room. I'm not sure. It does need a centerpiece. Ooh, maybe a fountain. Actually, that could be a good idea. I think probably 2 crafting tables here and here is a good idea. I have crafting tables in here. See, I'm already great at my organization. I am going to need to make some more for the other side, but let me try it out on this side first. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Maybe... Well, okay, so these 2 blocks we could probably put something in front of, right? So let's do these 2. Anvil here, and ender chest. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks good. Okay, so I'll make another crafting table so that I can do the same thing on the other side with those, and then maybe I can fit in 2 other blocks there. Yeah, that works. 2 different workstations per. I think that's good. And then I guess we'll have to put these away somewhere, probably going in miscellaneous. Well, this one's going in miscellaneous. This one I'll put with this because it's just important, and also because all of my lapis is here. The shulker boxes are going in the ender chest, for sure. And my bed isn't going to stay there, I just put it there temporarily before I figure out what to do with that. There's a lot I need to figure out right now. Now, I do kind of like that fountain idea. I'm going to try something out real quick. Be right back. Okay, so I went through like 3 different fountain designs, and okay, admittedly, I did kind of shoot myself in the foot a little by making this a 2-block center, because it's not very easy to make a fountain with a 2-block center. And I went through a bunch of different designs, and I tried out a bunch of stuff, and I did what the professionals call giving up and making a circle. So yes, I gave up a little bit. This doesn't look terrible, it's nothing fancy, it just fills up the space. And I still have a lot of space to do everything. I can walk around here, whatever, do all my stuff. It's not too imminent when you come in the door, but it is like very prominently there, and I think it fills up the space really well. Now for the final touches, I'm going to put these 2 axolotls that I found in here. Hello, friends! Ah, lovely. So yeah, they're just going to swim around in there, you know, have a good time in that area, and I think that livens it up, because, yeah, it's simple, but I like it. Now it's time to get on to the second goal of this episode, besides, you know, livening up this base a little, which I think we did a good job with. And that second goal is to start our very own shop. I could mine for diamonds, or I could make a business, and I'm gonna make a business. So I did a lot of mining for the copper for my roof, and so I had a lot of leftover iron and coal, and I had like a decent amount of copper left over. So I think I'm going to sell some of those in ingot form, and the coal I may sell as blocks. But I'm going to go and set up a shop in the shopping district. I don't have a plan for what the shop will look like yet, but I do think that I could use some of these materials, so I'm going to bring it over and just see where inspiration takes me. In the shopping district now, and I think that I'm going to put my shop probably around this area, maybe even in this little spot right here. I don't need it to be too big, it'll probably be more of a stall than a shop, but I think right here, just this little area, might actually be good for what I have in mind. I'm just going to play around with some ideas because I really don't have a plan for this, so let's see how this turns out. This tiny little shop gave me so much more trouble than it was worth, honestly. I really should have gone in with a design, but I think it looks pretty good. I'll let the copper oxidize, probably catch it between stages, and yeah. So right now I'm just going to sell coal and iron because I do plan to sell copper eventually, but I'm kind of out of it after using a lot of it. I do enjoy copper mining though, so that's not a problem for me to get more, but yeah, I really don't have much copper at the moment. Coal and iron I have no shortage of. So I'm going to put these in a chest, and oh, I have to figure out some prices to set. Okay, and now that we have all of the stock in there, this is really annoying me that I don't have one more thing of coal, but it's fine. Now that we have all of our stock in there, we're going to do a nifty little pricing trick called look at our competitors' prices and see if we can do better or just do the same thing. AKA, somebody else is already selling iron, and I'm going to check out their prices. For some, you know, friendly competition. I have hit that berry bush twice. Okay, 1 diamond a slot. Okay. Oh, they're selling it for a diamond for 10 blocks. Oof. That's a diamond per 90 iron. That's pretty good prices. We're gonna try... They do have limited stock. So maybe if we just try selling a diamond a stack to start out? I think we're going to try selling a diamond a stack to start out, and then coal will be a diamond for 2 stacks. I'm going to use slime balls that I got earlier from a slime that snuck up on me as prices, and I'm gonna sneak around and see if anybody has an anvil that I can rename it with. Okay, well, I had to go home to get the anvil stuff, so while I'm here, I'm gonna grab some coal because I really want to finish that stack. It's gonna bother me. I'm sorry, it's gonna bother me. Ah, much better. Okay, so 1 diamond per 2 stacks for this coal, and 1 diamond per stack with the iron. I'm trialing the iron just because I don't want to sell it for super cheap, but if it's not selling because my competitor has better prices, I'll just lower my prices. I'll see how it goes, see if anybody buys anything. And yeah, that's our little shop. So I'm keeping this corner kind of empty because hopefully there will be a copper area there soon. Right now we just have the coal and the iron. Hopefully we get some buyers. So thank you for joining me on my base finishing and shop building endeavors. I will see you in the next episode, and have a good week. Bye!